We've all fallen into this trap, at least once, overthinking. And let's be real with each other. Sometimes it feels like our mind has a mind of its own. It grabs a simple thought, stretches it, twists it, analyzes it from every angle, and before we know it, we're drowning in a sea of what-ifs, whys, and imaginary scenarios that never actually happen. Why do we do this? Why do we replay conversations in our head like we're editing a movie? Why do small decisions, like choosing a message to send, buying a phone, or picking an outfit, turn into hours of mental torture? Why do we think about things we can't even control? If you're tired of living inside your head, tired of thinking about the past, or stressing about a future that hasn't even happened yet, this video is for you. Today, we're going deeper. We're talking about why we overthink, how this constant mental noise drains our body and our soul, and, most importantly, how to break out of this mental loop that never seems to end. Watching this video might be your very first step toward a calmer mind. So stay with me for a few minutes here and be different. To understand overthinking, we first have to understand the brain. The human mind, your mind, did not evolve for happiness, peace, or clarity. It evolved for survival. That was its main mission, nothing else. Imagine early humans millions of years ago. Life was dangerous. Threats were everywhere: wild animals, enemy tribes, unpredictable weather. Survival depended on the ability to think ahead, predict danger, imagine the worst-case scenario, and scan the environment nonstop. Overthinking was actually useful back then. It kept people alive. So after millions of years, our DNA is wired with a simple rule: thinking about everything equals staying alive. But here's the catch. We don't live in that world anymore. There are no predators waiting outside your cave, no tribe trying to invade your space at night. Yet, your brain hasn't updated its software. It's stuck in survival mode, alert, cautious, suspicious, preparing for threats that no longer exist. That's why we create our own monsters now. We turn harmless situations into dangers. We turn small problems into big ones. We assume every silence is rejection, and every unknown is a disaster waiting to happen. Our brain is still trying to protect us, but in a world where the danger is no longer physical, we end up fighting battles that exist only in our thoughts. So how does overthinking show up? It's lying in bed at night and suddenly remembering a mistake from 5 years ago. It's staring at a simple text message and reading hidden meanings that aren't there. It's imagining arguments that will never happen, worrying about outcomes you can't control, or mentally rehearsing the same situation again and again like a broken record. It's mental exhaustion disguised as preparation. But if we dig deeper, there are real psychological reasons behind overthinking. 1. Perfectionism. We feel like everything must be perfect: our choices, our words, our actions. And when perfection becomes the goal, nothing feels good enough. So we think and think and think, because choosing wrong feels terrifying. 2. Fear of judgment. We're constantly worried about what people will think, so our brain replays moments trying to predict how others might respond. It's our way of trying to avoid embarrassment or criticism. 3. Old emotional wounds. Past failures or painful experiences change how our brain responds to the present. When something hurt us before, the brain becomes hyper-alert. It tries to prevent the same pain from happening again, even if the danger isn't real anymore. 4. Anxiety about the future. The future is unknown, and the brain hates the unknown, so it fills in the blanks with assumptions, theories, and imaginary fears. The mind thinks if it imagines every possibility, it can avoid pain. But all it does is create unnecessary stress. So the real question is, how do we stop overthinking? Let's break it down. 1. Awareness. The moment you realize you're overthinking, you're already one step ahead. Awareness is like flipping on a light in a dark room. Catch yourself. Say, hold on, this is just my mind spiraling again. 2. Write it down. Take the thoughts out of your head and put them on paper. Writing gives your mind relief. It makes problems look smaller. It organizes the chaos. Sometimes, the simple act of writing makes you realize how irrational half your thoughts are. 3. Set a time for thinking. Give yourself a 10-15 minute worry window. Outside of that time, don't allow the thought to take over. This teaches your brain boundaries. It trains your mind to think when you choose, not whenever anxiety chooses. 4. Take action. Action kills overthinking. Most of the noise in our head comes from things we haven't done yet. The moment you take even a tiny step, the mind stops obsessing because now you're doing something about it. 5. Move your body. Overthinking is not just a mental issue, it's energy trapped in your body. Exercise releases that tension. Walking, yoga, stretching, running, anything works. A calm body creates a calm mind. 6. Positive distractions. When you're stuck in a mental loop, shift your attention. Watch something, read something, create something. Give your brain something better to think about than fear. 7. Limit information overload. Your brain can't process endless news, notifications, opinions, and content. Too much input equals too much thinking. Reduce it. Protect your mental space. 8. Meditation and breathing. Just 5 minutes a day. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, slow your thoughts. Meditation doesn't silence the mind instantly, it trains it. Over time, it clears the mental fog like wiping dust off a mirror. And finally, forgive yourself. If you fall back into overthinking, it's okay. Don't punish yourself. You're unlearning patterns that your brain spent a lifetime building. This is a journey, not a switch. And remember this, thinking is helpful. Overthinking is a trap. Life doesn't change through endless analysis. It changes through action. So take a small step today, even if you're not 100% sure, even if it feels scary. Because life won't slow down for your thoughts, and your mind won't get quieter until you move, not think, your way forward.